Hey everyone, this is Nitro. In this video, I am going to do the third Gate of Fate battle of Landius, which is called Battle of Villagers. And this was a battle that a lot of people mentioned to me that they were having difficulty with. So we'll see how this one plays out. I've never played it before, so I don't know what it's like. Now, before I start, I am going to give my Landius some equipment. Because obviously I'm not going to bring him into battle with nothing at all. So let's just get that setup done before I start. So I'm just going to move the equipment from Leon into Landius. It's nothing's... and it puts him up to 3703 power, which is decent, but probably not as high as what you guys would have, right? Because I only have 2 out of 4 class master. I'll throw a few of my potions into him though. Get him a few more levels. So I increased my power a bit. Okay. There we go. So now he's at 38, 36. So that helps a bit. My Landius only has single class mastery right now, and he's only 2 out of 4. Enough to unlock his skills, which is all I expected. And in terms of the training ground, his Guardian Cavalry would be 4 out of 10. Because I'm missing these chess machine items for further upgrades, right? And I'm not sure I want to commit into any additional upgrades over here. Because these ones, for example, also use chess machine, right? So that's why I haven't really done those upgrades. I could do a few of these upgrades though, so why not? One of them and I was done. I already don't have enough to do the next upgrade on core attack. So yeah, that's it. Again, all of these upgrades for hit points use and defense use the chess machine item, which I'm very short on. That's why I haven't really upgraded, even though I have those materials for, at least I have some of those gold books. Okay, so we'll leave it as is. That is my current setup on Landius. And let's get into his Gate of Fate now. So yeah, my Landius is not, I guess, super powerful at this time. So this, I can see why some people may have been having difficulties with this battle. So the feats are win within 20 turns, and no one from your team was killed. So let's begin. Actually, I am going to go through this story part first, so just bear with me. The floating city of the Elsalia continent lives up to its name. It's truly extraordinary. This sensation of being in the clouds, it makes everyone feel so free. Hey, now that you mention it, you're from Yellis, right? Do they have floating city technology over there too? While Yellis does not have flying contraptions, I don't think we have anything quite this extraordinary. While Yellis does have flying contraptions. However, I think I have seen the kind of floating city. Let me think. Ah, that villager! Oh right, I remember. What was it like? Yellis' floating city. Actually, it's rather strange. It was caused by a teleporter. I remember it was discovered by McLean. Where is this? Don't you understand? This is the floating city, a product of ancient civilization. A relic of times past. It's fun floating in the sky, but why do you have me here doing nothing? These are just the rules here. Rules? You're planning something, aren't you? That's correct. You will be our hostages here. It's up to the villager to save you. What? The villager will be able to rescue you once they reach you. In other words, the only person who can save you is that villager. If the villager or your white-haired leader is defeated, then we will win. But if we can't even act, we will surely lose. In short, only the villager can save you. If you understand, then get ready. I have to admit, I never played the old game, so I have no idea what is happening here at all. Alright, so defeat conditions. Landius is defeated or 3 allies die. You have to complete it within 25 turns and no more than 1 person is sacrificed for the perfect clear. And then of course win within 20 turns, so shorter than the requirement, and no one from your team was killed. So that's pretty straightforward then. And I guess I have to move these villagers to the characters on the map to save them, presumably. As a quick note, because the characters on this map are level 35, and my Landius is level 56, it looks like his stats are much better after all. Okay, so basically you have to figure out a way to move these villagers to rescue your characters while keeping them alive, and you're being chased, I guess, by cavalry units. Wow, that is pretty rough. Okay, well, so be it. Let's just begin this fight and then go from there, shall we? So, here we go. Ah, Landius, don't worry, we'll come to rescue you. My waist hurts from last night's dreadful sleep. So, here we go, the execution game. Alright, so here we go. So, before I start the fight, I should mention several things that are unique about this map. First is that these 2 cavalry enemies are triggered to move right from the start. No one else is, okay? The second thing is that the Executor and the 2 angels will not move until you've killed 2 enemies on this map. So as long as if you've only killed 1, they still won't move. Only when you've killed 2 will they start to take action. So, what that means is you can move. What you want to do is you want these 2 cavalry, I guess, to keep chasing after you harmlessly while you unlock all your characters. And once they've been unlocked, that's when you begin to deal with the angels and the executors. So my basic plan is 1 villager will keep these cavalry occupied, and the other 2 villagers will be responsible for unlocking characters. So let's begin. So 2 villagers shift to the left to start. And then this villager will shift to the right to occupy the cavalry. And let's continue. Villager movement. And villager movement. So as long as they chase after me, things are okay. Alright, so Shafaniel unlocked. And this villager is also going to keep moving up. This villager, well, he wants to keep attention, right? So let's just place him right here for now. And Shafaniel will shift 1 tile up. So these 2 chase after me, which is as planned. And now, let's begin getting rid of 1 enemy, which is the infantry general. There's the attack from Shafaniel. And then, shifting up. Now, this is where it gets a little bit interesting. I'm going to run this villager up here to this tile, so that I can theoretically keep running around in circles like this. So here we go. Infantry falls. And now, let's circle an infantry around. And then these 2 will just stay over here for now. So I'm going to just have this villager run around in circles to keep these two occupied in the meantime. You do have actually 30 turns, but you want to finish it within 20. So there is time. So I'm just going to move this villager up. Actually, no. I'm going to move it up to here because I don't want to actually unlock Rachel just yet. Because unlocking Rachel would trigger this Lancer, which I don't want to do. So I'm just going to keep having this villager occupy them by running around in circles. So in some ways it's a little bit of a game of patience. Alright. Now I can run this guy over here. Meanwhile, I'm going to continue to occupy them by running southwards. So the longer they chase me, the better, right? There we go. Alright, this villager is now free to unlock McCain. And I can actually shift this villager over to unlock Rachel before I go and unlock Landius. So let's continue to circle. Making full use of the 20 turns I have available to me. That's basically it. Well, one of them has split off, but that's not a problem. We'll just continue as is. Oh, what do you know? They've both split off. Now that I didn't expect. But that's okay. Let's unlock McCain. And I need to redraw. Let's see what this guy does. I'm not really sure. So let's place myself here for now. And I'm going to place this one right here and activate Title Surge. And it looks like I have to unlock Rachel at this point. I'm just going to move Rachel back. So, getting ready for combat. Alright, tanks the hit just fine. And I can move the king up. Move the villager over. Over here, let's run this villager over while moving this villager up. And Rachel will just follow behind. Villager has to take this hit, which she does. Perfect. So now things should be okay, right? Because I can keep running away this villager who will unlock Angelina, and I have someone to protect the villager. And I'm just going to start shifting over in the meantime. In fact, let's begin the attack on this guy as well. So, a lot of damaged enemies everywhere, right? My villagers are still alive, which is also important. And let's unlock Angelina and continue to guard. And because this villager has that immune to mobility reduction effect, it can still get away from this cavalry. So he's gonna run up. And at this point, it's pretty much complete. So I'm still not killing off an enemy just yet, because I still don't want to trigger the Executors and the Angels. But it's about time. So here we go. Let's activate Tidal Surge here. And use lightning to attack this cavalry general. There we go. Now they're triggered, right? Let the execution begin. Over here, let's get rid of this guy. Cleanse from Shafaniel. And then I'm going to unlock Landius. And at this point, let's have Rachel utilize Holy Word to hammer this Lancer General. And I'm just going to move down, and I might as well activate Tranquility to protect Rachel. Meanwhile, I'm going to continue to run. Landius guards, kills off the Lancer General. And these enemies are triggered. So now let's try to draw their attention at this point. I want Landius. If your Landius is decently leveled, he's going to be very tough, right? And these level 35s can't fight him at all. So as long as Landius takes these hits, you're done. So, I still have guard for their turn. So let's just faction buff for now to guard where this villager is. And I might as well use Gospel on Landius to make him immune to all debuffs, right? So he can't get the mobility reduction. And I just want these guys out of the way. I don't want them to be attacked if at all possible. I want them ideally to chase after Landius, which seems to be the way that they're going. Hopefully that will work. Alright, Landius won't have guard for next turn. So why don't I put him in range of the enemies? Hoping that they'll attack me. I'll pull back these two. And get that guy out of the way. Same thing over here. Let's move these villagers out of the way now, since everyone's been unlocked. Even really, Shafaniel and them can get away too. So, there we go. Attack on Landius, Suicide Strike by the Executor. Attack from the angels, suicide strike on Landius. And then Landius will just finish off the fight by killing the last angel. And there we go. Good job. We are free at last. It seems like it's over. Yeah. But you haven't thanked the most active and greatest contributor to the battle. Ah yes. Thanks to you, we survived. Yeah. From now on, when you meet villagers, you should be a little more respectful. So this is farewell. So, what's next? I don't know. Anyways, our battle experience has increased, so that's something. Yeah, thinking about it is just a waste of time. Is this the teleport device? It's the same device that brought us here. This must be the device that can get us out of here then. Guys, let's go. So there we go. If you know what you're doing, you know, just running around in circles and whatnot, this fight isn't too hard. But the definite key point is that the Executor and the Angels aren't triggered until you've killed 2 enemies. So, and once you know that, you know, you can plan out the rest of the fight. It sounds as bizarre as the story from before. You know, every trip we always have some strange experiences. But a floating city, ancient wisdom, I feel like countless stories have emerged from this. Yeah, in the age of the kingdom of Larsis, many stories occurred in the floating city. Maybe the executor you met was also a visitor from that era. Ah, who knows? The wind in the floating city sure is refreshing. Okay, well, that's it for this video. I hope you found it useful in your attempts to clear the 3rd battle. Now, as for the 4th battle, I should mention, because the 4th battle, whoops, let me just go back in. Usually for the bonds, the 4th battle is the one that unlocks a bond for your characters. But in the case of Landius, it's not. Okay, that's good to know. So, I was actually planning on holding off on doing this because I thought it would be a battle to unlock a bond. For example, you needed another character like Rachel to unlock his bond or something, but that's not the case. So I may end up doing another video on Landius' 4th battle. Thanks for watching, everyone. Nitro out.